Okay, YouTube, I'm here inside my Winnebago that I purchased up in Sydney, Montana, and I have to start making some upgrades on the interior because I had a leak in the old water heater system that heated the water in the hot water tank by remote control while the engine is running and you're driving. It had hot water which comes from the radiator all the way back to the hot water heater, circulates around it and keeps it hot. So those lines started leaking, and luckily it was only a broken hose. It was not part of the water heater. Matter of fact, the water heater is not even hooked up anymore. The water heater's hooked up, but the heating element from the water heater is not hooked up. I don't know if this is a newer water heater that was installed or if it's the old one with the parts in it to keep it warm, or if it was never hooked up. I really don't know yet. But anyway, that happened the other day. And where that happened was down here under the stove, okay, next to the refrigerator. And there is my converter that came with the coach. And although it's old and dirty looking, it still does work. At least it did before the water leak. So now I'm going to show you where the water leak occurred from. And see this hose right here, that was the offending hose, and it was part of this little loop hose right here that I'm showing you now, that it was hooked together in the center, like right there, with this piece of hose and a 1/2 inch pipe, regular threaded pipe, with some of those connectors holding them together. Well, somehow that hose split and this leaked water all over the place. It was dripping outside, it was dripping inside, and the problem was not those copper water pipes or those copper pipes. Those are my propane for the stove and the refrigerator and the oven. So that's not the problem. But anyway, I had to pull the converter out. First of all, it was all wet, and the floor down here was all wet. As you can see, it still is. I'm still trying to get this carpet out from under here, which I'm going to have to take this whole kitchen countertop framework out so that I can get that carpet out from under there. Because one of the projects that I had already decided I was going to do was put in hardwood flooring here. So in the meantime, I had this little water leak problem, and it was actually an antifreeze leak. It wasn't even just water. You can see that's still all muddy from the dust that was under here, and the antifreeze leaking all over the place. Well, the antifreeze came out on the floor, soaked the floor all the way across underneath my dinette. So I pulled that carpet up, and I pulled this section of the dinette and pulled the carpet out from inside there already. I actually took that section totally out, which when I put the hardwood floor in, I'll show you how that happened. But anyway, these cushions just come off, and then there's the little plate that holds the cushions in place. So I had to do all that because of the water leak. And now I'm looking at the fact that I really don't need a dinette. What I need is storage, and I need it for tools and water jugs and all types of things like that. So over here there's at least 6.5 feet by minimum 36 inches, maybe 42 to the bottom of that window, that I could actually make into cabinets to hold things that I really need. So my question to you as my YouTube subscribers is, should I take this dinette out, or should I live with it and pack things around it and never be able to use it anyway? I'm mostly leaning towards taking it out, but I want to know what you all think about the fact that if I decide to resell this at some point, whether that would be a major drawback. I do still have a small table in the front of the rig, which I'm not going to show you right now because it's all cluttered with all kinds of things from moving away from this table. But I will show that to you in the future. So anyway, I want your input. I also want your subscription and your like to my pages, to my videos. So if you would please subscribe and like my videos, I will take suggestions as to whether I should leave this dinette or take it out and put in cabinets to hold my things that I really need in storage in here. Oh, there's also a remote heater back here inside this thing that I could certainly move, but this is a heater that runs off the engine antifreeze also. So inside here, those are the controls for it. Inside that box there is a heater which sits, it's harder to get to than I thought, sits right down here and has all those hoses connecting to it, and I see one little drip up here on this control, so I know I'm going to have to fix that too. And so I can take this box out and move that heater, or I could leave it in the box. Again, what I need is your input, whether you think I should take it out or redo it, or just fix everything and put it back. At very least, I'm going to have to take out this section and that section so that I can put the hardwood flooring in here, because I'm not cutting hardwood flooring around this stuff. Hardwood flooring will go under it all the way to the wall down there, so it won't stop there. It will keep going back to the back wall, and I could possibly even take some of that wall out, but then I would have to do something different for a doorway in the bathroom. Anyway, that's for another project, another day. This is my quandary today. What do you think I should do with my dinette? Should I leave it and convert it to a semi-flat storage unit like a bed and then pile things on top of it? Or should I take it out and put cabinets in? Let me know what you think, and subscribe and like my videos, and I will wait to hear your responses. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you do enjoy the videos. So for now, this is it.